enigmatic, sinister, begrudging. Imaginary is a psychological horror film that takes a common childhood experience to terrifying extremes. The film follows an average family whose youngest child develops a relationship with a seemingly harmless imaginary friend. However, when a series of eerie and inexplicable events begin to unfold, they are forced to confront the horrifying truth. Chauncey is real and he is out for vengeance. The film blurs the lines between reality and fantasy and explores the psychological and supernatural elements of fear, revenge, and the enduring power of the imagination. Imaginary is an exciting addition to the legacy of Blumhouse horror films and contributes to the ever-evolving roster of iconic characters within our library. While each Blumhouse film has its unique elements, Imaginary stands out by introducing Chauncey as a memorable and distinctive character, whose limits are only defined by those of your imagination. Iconic characters like Megan and the animatronics of Five Nights at Freddy's have left a lasting impact on the horror genre and on pulp culture. Chauncey's sinister wit and ability to change appearances offers the potential to join their ranks. This will be the third movie we do with Jeff Wadlow. We previously worked with him on Truth or Dare and Blumhouse's Fantasy Island. I have a lot of trust in his ability, so when he came to us with this idea, we were excited to explore the world. Jeff brings a unique vision and storytelling expertise to every project he's involved in, and his passion for the horror genre shines through in Imaginary. He has a strong understanding of what makes horror films resonate with audiences, and his creative approach to blending psychological horror with childhood themes is what made us so excited about this project. His ability to craft compelling characters and build tension is exceptional. It adds layers of complexity to the story, making the characters more relatable and the tension more palpable. It also shakes up the typical horror movie formula and gets the audience thinking, which keeps everything interesting and full of surprises. Plus, it taps into deep emotions, making the horror experience more engaging and more thought-provoking. Taking a common childhood experience and cranking up the fear factor is all about tapping into something relatable and then twisting it in a way that unsettles viewers. We start with the familiarity of that innocent memory and gradually introduce elements that make it eerie or disturbing. The goal is to create a sense of unease and make the audience question something they once considered safe, turning it into a source of fear and suspense. The Spectral Motion team have extensive experience and immense talent when it comes to creating the best horror movie creatures. Robert Binion puppeteered Chauncey with insightful creativity in bringing Chauncey to life. Dane DiLiegro wore the Chauncey Beast suit and tapped into his athletic basketball background to bring the Beast to life with the whole team of puppeteers. The entertainment value of horror is centered around fear, and the more a filmmaker can create a realistic fear, the more the audience will be immersed in the story and in the horror. There are instances where CGI can hit the mark, but audiences gravitate towards practical over computer-generated effects for a more authentic experience. We've found that having the actors and puppeteers work together to bring the film's creatures to life elicits the most genuine response. The film's aesthetics are carefully crafted to immerse the audience in a world that blurs the lines between reality and nightmare. The checkered walls of the Never Ever symbolize the distorted and surreal nature of the imaginary world and how the familiar can become menacing. The stark contrast between the bright, childlike patterns and the increasingly sinister events that unfold within these walls create a sense of dissonance that heightens tension and unease. Its dimly lit, cramped, and labyrinthian design taps into common fears of confinement and vulnerability. The audience's fear of the unknown is amplified as characters venture into this unsettling space, not knowing what horrors might lurk in the shadows. DeWanda has an amazing ability to convey both vulnerability and strength. She brings a depth of emotion and authenticity to her character that allows the audience to immerse themselves in her story and feel invested in it. Betty is a horror legend. Her background in Broadway allows her to truly immerse herself into each role she plays, and Gloria is no exception. Betty had a unique connection to Gloria's costumes and the set of her home that shines through on the screen. Tegan brings the perfect mixture of youth and adolescence balanced with mature life experience that allows her to effortlessly navigate the complexities for Taylor's character. Pyper has this genuine, whimsical, childlike wonder that she balances with talent and professionalism. She's impressively adept with her emotions, which was a crucial part of Alice's character arc. I love that horror has this unique ability to elicit intense emotional reaction from audiences, and there are endless creative possibilities to explore.